1-2. We may potentially be live. We're just going to get Ollie to check if we are currently live for today's commentary of Poole Town here at home against Basingstoke Town. The last time these two sides met was back in January of this year when Tyreek Clark's 92nd minute winner did clinch all 3 points on that day. And once again, joined by Jacob Deaton today. Jacob, how are you?
All good, mate. All good. Looking forward to this one. It's going to be important today to bounce back, especially being back home. And like you just touched on the last time we faced Basingstoke, that absolute thunderbolt from Tyreek into the top right corner to give Pat and Joe their first win as Poole Town managers. So today it'll be a difficult game. Basingstoke in the top half of the Southern League. Not a bad side at all, by no means. Be another tough game. This league this year is more competitive than it ever has been. So let's see what we can do today on a very, very rainy one.
And just looking at that Basingstoke side this afternoon, they are a squad which has quite a few injuries in their ranks at the moment. The likes of Liam Ferdinand, who is back on the bench today. Obviously, Robbie Gallagher, who's been excellent over the last few seasons. We've watched him. But they do still hold up a very strong side out there. New goalkeeper Joel Holliday in between the sticks today on a short-term loan from QPR. And they do have that experience in the ranks as too with Marcus Johnson-Schuster. I'm sure many of you listening along may remember that name. He's faced us quite a few times over the last few seasons. Ben Cook, midfielder who first signed for the club all the way back in 2019 and went on to make 150 appearances. Did have a brief spell away with Bracknell Town, but has been at the club basically about 6 years now. Hopefully everything is working swimmingly so far this afternoon. We're about 7 minutes away from kick-off here on a very wet and rainy Tattenham surface today, but it's fantastic that this game is even on today, Jacob.
Absolutely, yeah. Credit to Josh Staunton and the grounds team for getting the pitch looking as good as it is. No standing water. It'll be a very slick surface. It's going to be a bit like the Gosport game, though, where everybody's probably going to be slipping around. But normally, Pat and Joe do like to play on a surface like this. Saw them at the end of last season, purposely sprinkling the ground to play on, play it on the floor, zip the ball about, play through balls. Things like that. So yeah, should be a good one today. And that performance at Farnham, despite the loss, was an absolutely cracking game.
Yeah, it really was, wasn't it? It was a very high quality match. I said that in the post-match interview with Joe Lee. I was talking about just high quality of a game it was. You wouldn't see that at Step 3 too often, just that good of a match, and it really was a good game. Obviously, in the first half, I think it's fair to say Farnham were the better of the two sides and probably deserved to go into the break with the lead. And then going on the second half performance, I think we were unlucky not to come away with something in that game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was a game where no team sat off each other. Both teams went for it, and rightly so, because like I just touched on, it was an absolute cracker of a game. And in the end, Farnham, probably on the basis of the first half, they deserved to win the game, but second half flipped on its head. We had as many chances as they did. It took a bit of quality from them at the end to go and win it. So, credit to them. They're definitely be in the playoffs this season. And hopefully so will we after that performance on Tuesday. And let's hope we can bounce back with a win today.
Well, Basingstoke come into this game sitting 11th in the division with 21 points. Poole Town coming into the game sitting 5th with 27 points. A win today could potentially take us back up to 3rd, where we have been the last few weeks. Obviously, Wimborne Town and Uxbridge have now overtaken us, but still plenty of time to go left in this season. And hopefully, as Jacob rightly mentioned, we'll be in and around those playoff spots come the end of the season. But it's still a very, very long way to go. Basingstoke come into this game off the back of a 2-0 defeat to Gloucester on Tuesday evening, but did have back-to-back wins before that against Berkhamsted and Weymouth. Well, we've mentioned it's certainly going to be an exciting one today. We'll give you a quick run-through of today's starting lineups. We're still waiting for the players to emerge onto the field. In the 4 minutes till kick-off, I can see Nobby Lovelace there, the ladies team manager, walking in front of us there. What a fantastic bloke he is. And today, your lineup, starting with Basingstoke in goal for them, is number 1, Joel Holliday. Their goalkeeper is signed on a short-term loan from QPR. Number 2, Marcus Johnson-Schuster. Number 3, Joe O'Loughlin. Number 4, Josh Green, a young midfielder who originally signed for the club in the latter stages of last season, returned in the summer from Rayners Lane. Number 5, James Clark, a centre-back who actually used to play up top when he signed back in 2022 from Bracknell Town. Number 6, Billy Upton. Number 7, Tom Blake, another one of their signings that were made yesterday number 8, Ben Cook, number 9, Dan Rowe, number 10, Josh Dolling, and number 11, DeAndre Brown, who's first joined Basingstoke all the way back in 2019 after coming through their academy as a proper box-to-box midfielder. That does make up their starting 11. On the bench today for Basingstoke, number 12, Connor Barrett, number 14, Elliot Legg, number 15, Harris, number 16, Liam Ferdinand, number 17, Scott Armsworth. Now for your Poole Town team this afternoon, there have been a few change to the Dolphins' ranks so far today. In goal is number 1, Adam Parks, as he has been ever present in goal so far this season. A back four today of Josh McCormick, Ryan Campbell, Owen Dorr and Corey Jordan. No space for Josh Staunton, who drops to the bench today. In midfield is number 6, Billy Lowe's, number 8, Charlie Davis, number 17 to make up the midfield three, Harvey Slade. And up front, the front three today, Shaquille Gwengwe, Ike Hill and Antonio Diaz. What do you make of that starting 11 then, Jacob?
Yeah, it's positive. I think I would have liked to see the only change really for me. I think it's good that we're resting Josh Staunton, played a lot of games so far for us this season. But I think I would have liked to have seen Salim Saeed back in the starting 11. I think on Tuesday he came on and was just absolutely unplayable. One particular move down the line, he just dummied it through his legs, was in on goal. I just think he's so positive. Again, it's a great impact play to bring off the bench, but I think when we have him on the pitch, it's more, he lights it up really. He's really progressive with the ball, really exciting with the ball. Good to see Ike Hill back starting today. Nice for him to get back amongst the starting 11, and Charlie Davis, our goal scorer, on Tuesday was superb. Everyone was superb. Everybody's been superb. You can't drop anybody and say why it's justified or this person should be dropped or whatever. So let's just see what the teams can do, and they're coming out now.
And here come the teams for this afternoon's Southern League Premier South match between Poole Town and Basingstoke Town. Both sets of fans in fine voice already. A packed out shed end over there. I'm wondering whether that is to do with the conditions today, as there are a number of people situated in the stand over here as well. You may notice we're in a slightly different commentary position to usual. Hopefully everything is working fine so far, as we are looking to get underway in a few moments' time. On the bench today for the Dolphins, number 4, Josh Staunton, number 7, Christian Campbell, number 11, AO, number 16, Salim Saeed, and number 20, Henry Spalding. Well, we mentioned it on Tuesday, Shaquille Gwengwe hasn't been on the score sheet too often regularly. Do you think we almost have too high of expectations for him at the moment with the amount of goals he's already scored this season?
To be fair, I think you've got to, he's one of the top scorers. He is the top scorer in the league at the moment, and you think the past few games he hasn't really had all the joy. Obviously his last goal coming at Taunton, with that hat-trick. So yeah, it's a difficult one, but I'm sure he won't let his head drop. He's got a handful of goals so far, back at home today as well. He really thrives here. And against the Basingstoke side, who have obviously come out, lost their last game, lost Brad Wilson, lost Charlie Austin. So it'll be a really interesting one to see whether Shaq can get back amongst the goals. Today he was unlucky against Farnham. Michael Ecott in goal, one of the best keepers in the league, made some good saves to deny him. So yeah, let's see if he can get back amongst it today.
I mean, it was always going to be a tough game away to Farnham. Obviously, I think on general reflection of the game, a draw was probably fair, but Farnham just edging it in the end. We are looking to get underway very, very shortly. Ryan Campbell captaining the Dolphins this afternoon. He's been fantastic since signing for the club, hasn't he?
Absolutely brilliant signing. Such a smart bit of business. Not looking at someone who maybe, has played for the top teams in the league, played at the league above or whatever. He's been so prominent in Swindon Supermarine side for a number of years now, and he was definitely one of the best fullbacks in the league, and it's a brilliant swoop from Pat and Joe to get him in, and yeah, he's been absolutely excellent. Some of the assists, his progression with the ball, his defending, and obviously his leadership duties with him being captain.
100%. We're just waiting to see which way we will be kicking in this first half here. The floodlights are on the Tattenham surface, which, as I mentioned earlier on, is pouring down, and it has been for the last few hours. How do you reckon that will influence today's game?
Yeah, I think it'll be definitely hinder that both teams slightly, like we saw against Gosport. A lot of players slipping everywhere. That's how Gosport kind of got their goal. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the game pans out with obviously the surface. But I think the most important thing is for us to get a 1-goal lead, take our chances at home. And it'll be disappointing if it is another loss, but I don't think it will be.
Now, I do come into today's game with high hopes. Do remember Poole Town are at Tatnam once again on Tuesday evening against Tiverton Town, who are currently bottom of the division, so make sure you're heading down to Tatnam for that game. Just getting ready to start the stopwatch on the big screen over there, and waiting on the referee's whistle for things to get underway at Tatnam here this afternoon. Southern League Premier South match between Poole Town and Basingstoke Town. And it's live here at Tatnam. We are underway for this game this afternoon. IK Hill down the left-hand side. Back in the starting 11 today, was on the bench on Tuesday evening. I believe it was because he was ill more than anything, because IK Hill's certainly not a player that you're expecting to rest in that sort of game. And here he is on the ball now on the halfway line, skipping round Marcus Johnson-Schuster, and the referee correctly awarding Poole Town an early free kick here at Tatnam.
Yeah, it's good to see IK back in the side, isn't it? Came on against Farnham, looked good on the ball like we know he is. Progressive, likes to cut inside, likes to make things happen. It's good to see him in from the start today.
Another man back in the starting 11 is Corey Jordan today, who did join us very quickly on commentary. Here's Shaquille Gwengwe going down the left-hand side, skips around his man with ease, into the air now, Shaq shoots goalwards, and it's into the side netting and goes behind for a goal kick. Shouts of a corner there, but goal kick's awarded. Good start from Poole.
Exactly where you want him, isn't it? Getting him running at the defence, very difficult angle, did well. It looked as if the keeper did get a foot on that, but the referee deemed it to be a goal kick, but really bright start.
Goal kick now for the visitors. Joel Halliday set to take. Did join the club yesterday. I'm unsure whether he's actually trained with the squad. He was one of 3 signings they made yesterday. Flicked forward by Josh Green there. Corey Jordan is there first. Shaquille Gwengwe just getting back from offside position and goes all the way through. Back to the Basingstoke goalkeeper.
I've also noticed, Connor, while we're not talking about the game, that Pat Sarashi is here today. He wasn't in the dugout on Tuesday, but he's watching from the gantry to him.
That's really interesting, isn't it? May have to ask him about that after the game. Interesting decision there. Corey Jordan is there first. Picked up now by Joe Floflin. Set back to Billy Upton, club captain for Basingstoke today. Central defender who signed in 2022. Has made around 100 appearances in the 3 seasons at the club. Josh Green, Basingstoke just keeping the ball in their own half at the moment. Here's Joel Halliday. Upton again. Ben Cook inside. Poole looking to press high on that Basingstoke back line, and Harvey Slade doing well once again there. I mean, we've mentioned Harvey Slade and Billy Lowe's a lot so far this season, but one player that really did stand out, and Joe picked up on it in his post-match interview, is Charlie Davis. He was fantastic against Farnham Town, wasn't he?
Brilliant, and a deserved goal as well. That's been coming for a while, I think, for Charlie. Yeah, really positive to see from him. And yeah, it was just excellent on Tuesday night. It's probably his best performance that I've seen him play for Poole Town. He's on the ball here.
Charlie Davis doing well to win it back. Slightly loose pass there from Billy Lowe's, and it's not like him. Set back to Ryan Campbell, and Adam Parks gets his first touch of the ball this afternoon. Big thank you to everyone who's joining us with our live commentary today. This commentary is sponsored by Link Homes Estate Agents. Do make sure you go and check them out when you can. Corey Jordan playing it down the line. It's a good run now from Harvey Slade, who's progressing forward down that right flank. Still Harvey Slade coming forward into the air now, and it'll go behind for an early corner kick here for Poole.
Yeah, brilliant. Josh McCormick, Harvey Slade just drifting wide, drifting out of his position. He's run from his position onto the right-hand side. A lot of space to progress, tries to get the ball in, and unlucky. But again, really positive. It looks like we're going to really exploit them down the flanks today.
You can see just how much joy Harvey Slade was getting down there. He's not a sort of player you'll see down the flank areas so much, and that's clearly something we're targeting early on here this afternoon against Basingstoke. Charlie Davis will be the one to take this set piece here. Poole have loaded the box full of red and white. Davis. Gone low, and Harvey Slade looking to flick it goalwards, always going over, but a nice corner routine there.
Nice idea, nice idea. I think we tried to do that Farnham on Tuesday, didn't quite work. But Slade, yeah, just pulled off his man there, but always a difficult angle to try and score there. But yeah, decent effort, and yeah, we've made a really promising start.
Joel Halliday with a goal kick here for Basingstoke. It's been a promising start so far from the Dolphins, almost at the 5-minute mark. 2 goalward shots already in this game. Both sets of fans in fine voice over there in the shed end. Big job for the stewards today, and I've seen some police presence here as well. Basingstoke coming forward for the first time in this game. Here's Josh Green. Antonio Diaz continuing to press high on the Basingstoke man, and that is a free kick to the visitors on the halfway line. You may notice we are situated in the main stand today, surrounded by a number of Poole Town fans. Free kick on the halfway line now for Basingstoke. Ben Cook playing it into the air. That should be Corey Jordan's every day of the week, and he does well to deal with it. DeAndre Brown, ball round the corner. Basingstoke looking to hold on to it, picked up by Josh McCormick, who started, well, must be about 5 consecutive games now. Here's Charlie Davis coming forward down that right-hand side, looking for Diaz, who's got a big task ahead of him to get there first. Josh Green is the man up against him, and Green's done well, but Diaz has kept the ball in play, both of them battling away in there. Here's Basingstoke who come away with the ball through Tom Blake.
Good Shaq.
Shaq continuing to press really high. We're up for this one so far, Jacob.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I think it's going to be so important, a bounce back today. And yeah, the players look up for it, pressing very high. But Basingstoke so far, they're keeping the ball quite well. Not really done much with it so far, but yeah, they don't look aside too bad on the ball. They're not playing long, they're actually trying to play football.
Is this how you expected the game to kick off today so far?
I think so. I think from the second half at Farnham, we've obviously come flying out the traps, continuing to play the way we were, and it's a bit loose from Josh McCormick there.
Basingstoke with the ball in the midfield once again. Tom Blake sets it back to Billy Upton. Upton again. Still goalless here at Tattenham if you're just joining us. Joe O'Loughlin, and that's a poor ball down the left-hand side. Diaz picks it up into Charlie Davis now. Tries to play it around the corner onto Antonio Diaz, who gets there first. Diaz now up against his man. Ball into the air for Antonio Diaz. Great ball in there. And it was headed goalwards by Charlie Davis, but only into the hands of Joel Halliday in goal.
Started really well. Again, Basingstoke just giving it away. And now they will look long, and that is, oh my God, that is a very poor kick, but yeah, been really good. Just got like we said, a lot of the season we saw it at Taunton, how many chances did we have, and they took the lead. I think it's really important that we actually take the lead in the game, like we did at Farnham.
A good start is certainly something we'll be looking for today. Here's Harvey Slade now, back to Josh McCormick. Ball down the right-hand side. It's a poor ball from Macca for the second time in today's game. Josh Green now has picked up a lot of space so far in that midfield. He finds the ball on the left-hand side into Ben Cook from range onto Josh Dolling. And Billy Lowe's doing really well to battle away, and Lowe's comes away with the ball. Set back to Charlie Davis, and I think just slowing the game down there is probably the correct thing to do at this stage of the game.
Yeah, it's a bit of keep ball for a bit. I think it's going to be really important in today's game with the surface. I think a lot of both teams are trying to rush it a bit so far. I think just keep the ball, and then we'll find our openings.
Upton plays it over the top, slips as he plays it, but it's actually a good ball down that right-hand side to DeAndre Brown up against Ryan Campbell. That could be quite some battle today. Here's Josh Dolling now. Into the air, cut out by Owen Dorr. And Ryan Campbell wearing the captain's armband today. Josh Staunton on the bench.
Good, get it down, good. Oh, not.
Davis looking for Ike Hill, picked up by Tom Blake. Basingstoke with the ball down the right-hand side, looking to create an opening. Still goalless here at Tattenham. Brown goes all the way back to Marcus Johnson-Schuster, who's in his fourth spell at the club. Ben Cook. Johnson-Schuster again, ball down the right-hand side, and here's Tom Blake now looking to get it into the air. He does just that. Josh McCormick heads it away onto Diaz. He's looking to drive forward Antonio Diaz. It's got so much space in the middle of the park.
Basingstoke are committing a lot of men actually forward when they try and counter or break, and it's leaving a lot of gaps. If we can clear it, 3 midfielders picking it up, we can progress, and this is really important now to just keep the ball and build up from the back like we've seen.
Ryan Campbell playing it down the line. It's not a bad idea there, looking for Charlie Davis. Does go out of play on that far side. As we are approaching the 10th minute here. It's not too many people standing in the rain out there so far today, and I don't blame them in all honesty. It's not the best circumstances.
Absolutely. I tell you what, it's still a good turnout, this stand. very full. The shed end is obviously absolutely packed to the brim. And obviously with Bournemouth at home as well. Yeah, it's not a bad turnout at all, so fair play.
Joel Halliday on the ball. Upton. Shaquille Gomez putting the pressure on that Basingstoke backline. It's not a good kick again from Basingstoke's number 1. Here's Harvey Slade looking to get there in front of Josh Green, but the Basingstoke man's got the better of him and now driving forward down that left-hand side. Billy Lowe's goes across to cover. Joe O'Loughlin into Ben Cook. Ball round the corner. Owen Dorr there first. Owen Dorr did go off injured against Farnham Town, but has returned to the starting lineup today. It's an interesting one because he did look in some pain against Farnham.
He did, but it's so vital that he's back. He's been absolutely superb since we signed him on loan from Salisbury, and he's one of the first names on the team sheet now.
Antonio Diaz down that right-hand side, looking for the overlap of Harvey Slade, who, well, he's trying to get there first. If he goes out of play, it will be a corner. Slade continuing to press and forcing the Basingstoke man, putting it out for a throw-in, right over by the corner flag.
We're getting a lot of joy with Slady really pulling out wide today, down the flanks, acting as maybe an inverted winger. It's been good to see him getting into pockets and getting the ball.
Poole Town throw-in into Harvey Slade now, back to Josh McCormick. McCormick round the corner onto Diaz from the edge of the box. Still Diaz looking to fire goalwards. It's a good shot, and it's into the hands of Joel Halliday. Our first effort on target there, and it's not a bad one from Diaz.
It's a good effort. Good, we're getting openings. Basingstoke haven't really had anything yet. But I really do think we need to capitalise in the first half, get a lead, even get maybe 2. I think that would be so important for us. We don't want to be having a mountain to climb. This way.
Parks launching it long, looking for IK Hill. Does go out of play on that far side. Interesting, is Pat still up in the gantry over there?
Pretty sure he is. I think he's at the front, right by Lewis, the cameraman. Joe's definitely on his own. Maybe it's I don't know. Weird. Normally they both are in the day. I maybe just wanted a bit of shelter. Who knows?
Well, we do know Pat's not been feeling the best recently, but he is back in the dugout today, or back in the gantry, should I say.
It's first time in the gantry, I think.
Billy Lowe still battling away in that midfield onto Harvey Slade. It's great composure from him. That's the second time Harvey's slipped so far today. Maybe need a change of boots at half time. It's our kit man's birthday today. Matt Reed's a very happy birthday to you. I know you can't hear us at the moment, but if you are wondering, we did wish you a happy birthday, Matt. Owen Dorr. Paul just happy to keep the ball at the back at the moment. I feel like we've definitely settled into this game really nicely so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Good leap.
Diaz leaps onto Harvey Slade, back to Diaz, who's coming forward at pace now for Poole. Still Diaz.
Good. One more.
Into Charlie Davis. Ike Hill's got a lot of space down that left-hand side, and Hill just couldn't bring it under. Slightly too heavy pass there from Charlie Davis, but good start from Poole.
Yeah, it's just that, again, the surface, I think, is zipped off. The ball zipped off there. But yeah, really nice move from the Dolphins, getting into some really good areas, getting our key players on the ball.
Johnson's just taking a throw in on that far side, and there's one of those right backs we've seen a lot in so far this season in the division that has that long throw trait. I'm sure we'll see that a lot today as well. Here's McCormick. Still goalless here at Tattenham. Josh McCormick travelling forward with the ball, plays it over the top, and Harvey Slade could be in behind him for Poole. Harvey Slade running through on goal, squares it across, looking for Shaquille Gwengwe, and it's really good defending by Basingstoke at the back.
Yeah, I feel he could have gone himself there, Harvey Slade. He's got a lot of space. This is what I mean. They're not picking up on him, drifting out wide. A lot of space. I think if he'd been a little bit more selfish, he could have got a shot on goal there. But nice idea again.
Basingstoke coming forward through DeAndre Brown. It's almost a good ball in behind for Dan Rowe. This is Dan Rowe's third Southern League club so far this season already, after spells with Gosport and Uxbridge. Is leading the line for the visitors today.
Do it.
Owen Dorr. Set back to Corey Jordan now. Weighing up his options. Back to Adam Parks. Slices it down the left-hand side. It's a really good ball from Adam Parks. IK Hill now driving at Johnson Schuster. Looking to go into the air. Still IK Hill driving forward at pace and has been shrugged off the ball. And it goes behind for a goal kick. Well, he's an experienced defender back there, Marcus Johnson Schuster. And he just got the better of IK Hill.
Did well. Did really well. He had so much space down the line though. Both flanks really exploiting Basingstoke. Surely in only a matter of time before one of them gets squared across and Shaq's there to fire it home.
Joel Halliday, another goal kick here. 15 minutes into this one against Basingstoke. The scoreline here still 0-0 between the two sides. Halliday. Launching it long. Billy Lowe's is there first. Onto IK Hill. Skips around his man with ease. Back to IK Hill. Really nice link up between the two, and it just didn't fall to the feet of Antonio Diaz. Those three have been linking up nicely so far today. Shaquille, IK, and Antonio Diaz up there. Billy Lowe's right at the heels of DeAndre Brown, and it does go out for a Basingstoke throw-in, but that's what you get with Billy Lowe's. And I think what I've noticed so far this season, evidently, is that Billy Lowe's, Harvey Slay and Charlie Davis, they're almost like a complete midfield three at times.
Yeah.
As last season, it was a bit interchangeable, but this season, it seems like we're destined on those three.
Absolutely, it's got to be those three all game. I think if not, you play, Slady and Billy in the double pivot, and you maybe push Charlie on, or you push Diaz in the 10. But yeah, all the midfield has been the best department for sure this season.
Owen Dorr now. Out to the left-hand side, and it finds Ryan Campbell.
Diaz, so much space.
Diaz on that right flank at the moment. IK Hill on the left. And he's picked up the ball in a deep area and does need to be careful with it back there. That's not the sort of place where IK Hill wants to be receiving the ball. Adam Parks has spotted Diaz, and it's a fantastic ball and a good leap from Diaz too. Shaquille Gwengwe looking to get there first, but it falls to the feet of a Basingstoke player in midfield. Slade wins it back. Still goalless here at Tattenham. Big thank you to everyone joining us with our commentary so far today. Corey Jordan playing that switch to the left-hand side. IK Hill does jump, but doesn't get there first. Will be a Basingstoke throw-in. Would you argue that this is almost like a good time to be playing Basingstoke at the moment? They're struggling a little bit in the division, obviously have quite a lot of injuries too. Would you say that's a fair argument?
Yeah, definitely. And I think, they've obviously lost to Gloucester last game. Obviously, I know we did as well, but there's a positive to take there that, they've been beaten at home, they haven't scored. Josh McCormick coming forward here, a lot of space again.
Still McCormick on the ball, finds Charlie Davis, who does well to get a foot on it. Onto Ryan Campbell now. Poole coming forward down the left flank this time. Still IK Hill up against Johnson Schuster over there. Hill cuts inside onto his right foot and fires goalwards, but I think that was always going over the bar. I think it may have got stuck in a tree, actually.
Well, good luck retrieving that. Again, good, really good play down that left-hand side. And, IK again unlucky. Basingstoke really haven't had anything. I'm definitely going to jinx it, but they haven't had anything this game so far.
Well, it has been all Poole Town so far, but if you look at the Farnham game on Tuesday, it was the Farnham who didn't take the lead in that game, despite dominating a lot of the first half. Joel Halliday now with a goal kick here. Still 0-0 here at Tattenham on a rather wet and rainy day. I've noticed the goalkeeper struggles to actually kick it past the halfway line at the moment. His distribution is something we could definitely target going forward. Here's Charlie Davis.
Keep the ball from it. Keep the ball.
Slade looking for the run of Josh McCormick there. It's an advanced run from Poole Town's right back. Basingstoke do well to play out the press. Billy Lowe's getting back at the heels of the Basingstoke man. You saw there were 4 Poole Town players around the Basingstoke player when he was looking to break forward.
Pressing well, but like I said, Basingstoke will come here. They want to play football. They don't want to hoof it long. They want to try and work it around the back and progress. And they're just giving it straight back to us, to be fair.
Here's Charlie Davis. Poole coming forward now, and it's ball over the top, a testing ball that Shaquille Gwengwe is looking to get the better of. I think that may go out of play on the far side. It just about has. Shaquille Gwengwe with his new orange hair. We noticed it on Tuesday. Are you still a fan of it, Jacob?
I am, I think. Yes, fairly. It's quite bright. And if he's scoring in the goals, it doesn't matter what he does his hair. So, but yeah, looks all right, doesn't it?
Johnson Schuster throwing it back into play. Ryan Campbell there first. Another throw in on the far side to the visitors. Johnson Schuster He's also played for the likes of Braintree Town, and I think he actually had a spell at Chelmsford as well in the National League South. Plays it over the top. Corey Jordan there first, picked up by IK Hill on that left-hand side and almost got away with one there. Back to Adam Parks, onto Josh McCormick. He's got space down that right-hand side. Diaz has started his run, and McCormick's looked for Shaquille Gwengwe, who's done brilliant to get his touch there first. Onto Diaz, who's got space down this right flank. Still Diaz.
Oh, could have played it there.
Slows the game down slightly and sets back to Harvey Slade. And we reset back to Corey Jordan. I don't mind that at this stage in the game.
Just keep it, get a hold of the game. I mean, we've created everything in this game, but get a bit more of the ball. Don't be giving it away.
Hill.
Really look to, wear them out and create an opening.
So Poole Town thrown on that far side, right over by Poole Town's dugout. I think Pat is now back in the technical area.
Yeah.
Ryan Campbell. Does eventually throw it into play. Here's Josh McCormick. Out wide to Antonio Diaz now. Drive.
Brilliant overlap
defence. Still Diaz onto Corey Jordan. Down this right flank. Ball across the face of goal. Here's the chance. Yeah! Opener. And it's Shaquille Gwengwe once again. A brilliant overlap from Corey Jordan. And the man is there to fire it home. 1-0 Poole Town.
Absolutely superb. I mean, credit to Shaq for getting in there, and it's a brilliant finish. But Corey Jordan makes that goal. Antonio Diaz has it. You can see Corey. He's ran a mile to get round Antonio Diaz. Puts a fantastic ball into a brilliant area. And of course, Shaq gets on the end of it. 1-0.
Who else would you want on it? Finding the back of the net. Shaquille Gwengwe doing what he does best. 1-0 Poole Town.
1-0 Poole Town, and that is what we deserve. It's been screaming for a goal like that to be scored. One where we get the ball into the box and somebody is on the end of it. Connor's trying to find the goal graphic.
Well, 1-0 Poole Town, and I think it's a deserved lead in this game so far, would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We've had all the chances. It's been fairly even on possession, but all of the chances and a deserved goal, and Shaq is back amongst the goals. 1-0. Just continue, keep it up now. We got the space down this right-hand flank has been where most of our joy's coming from, and it's been absolutely superb. Corey Jordan back in the side and pops up with a winger's assist.
I've got to say, it was a brilliant run from Corey Jordan, wasn't it? He found so much space down that right flank. It was found superbly by Antonio Diaz. And Shaquille Gwengwe, if you're putting it in a dangerous area like that, there's only one man who's going to be on the end of it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, he's bent his run to perfection. I mean, the ball is just superb. Any contact on that, even a Basingstoke player gets any contact on that, and it's 1-0. It's absolutely superb ball.
Johnson Schuster down that right flank, set back to the Basingstoke centre half. Be really interesting to see how they respond to going 1-0 down. Harvey Slade winning it back.
Brilliant.
Poole breaking forward again. Slade coming forward down that left flank. Diaz is in space in the air. It's a really good ball in, and Diaz was almost on the end of it. It goes behind for a corner kick.
Brilliant. Absolutely superb. It's like we're playing ultra attacking on Football Manager at the moment. It's been superb to watch. And another corner.
I mean, this is exactly how you want to see your team playing, isn't it? On the front foot constantly in this game, going forward at every chance you can get. And we look really dangerous so far.
Absolutely exciting. I mean, I don't know what the Bournemouth score is, but get yourselves down here.
Yeah. Very well said, Jacob. Corner kick now for the Dolphins, which will be taken by Charlie Davis. Davis with the ball into the area. Almost headed goalwards. Diaz picks up the loose ball and is still battling away with the number 10. Don't foul him there. Diaz has done really well to win it back. And that's a dangerous challenge there from Basingstoke's number 10, who brings down his man. It was Josh Dolling who brought down Antonio Diaz, but Diaz's determination there to win it back was fantastic.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel that the number 10 of Dolling didn't really like any contact on him there, and kind of forgetting it's a contact sport, and was just appealing, and then just kicked out with Diaz when he's gone round him and is rightfully booked. I just think it's signs of frustration there from the away side.
Josh Dolling shown a yellow card 25 minutes into this one. Poole Town leading by 1-0. Shaquille Gwengwe found the back of the back of the net to give us the lead in this one. And now we have another chance to get the ball into the area here. Charlie Davis and Antonio Diaz both standing over it. And we're looking for blood at the moment. I think that's really important that we go into the break with more than a one-goal lead in this game.
Absolutely got to. Because you see, you know, I don't know what's going on here, but let's focus on the corner.
Diaz set to take
free kick
here in a corner position. Antonio Diaz to take. Ball whipped into the air, really good ball to the back stick, and it evades everyone and goes behind for a goal kick. We were looking for Harvey Slade. Not a bad ball in there from Antonio Diaz, and I think some of the fans are starting to boil over a little bit. Well, I don't think there's necessarily any need for that during today's game. I can understand why the Basingstoke fans have chosen to stand in the shed end with the conditions out there, in all fairness, though.
Yeah, I just don't know what it is. I think, unfortunately, it is the youth aspect of both teams. But let's focus on the brilliant game ahead of us instead of the fans.
DeAndre Brown now with the ball on the halfway line. IK Hill continuing to press really high, giving Basingstoke no time with the ball at the back. Really good ball over though, and Adam Parks quick off his line. The linesman's flag is up anyway. Poole Town still leading by 1 here at Tattenham. Shaquille Gwengwe the scorer, 25 minutes into this game. And we mentioned it's a deserved lead, but in all honesty, I think we probably should be 2 or 3 up at the moment.
Yeah, you look at Shaq's chance in the the first 30 seconds, and it's a difficult angle. Should have been a corner, and we've had a couple of others as well. Poor from Adam Parks there, really. But yeah, I think now it's important that we we don't sit off and we keep playing the way we're playing, and like you said, go for another. As Basingstoke launch that one into play.
Josh Green. Good ball inside. Harvey Slade is there first, as he normally is. Billy Lowe still battling away.
Brilliant press. That press is unbelievable.
Charlie Davis now picking up the loose ball, and it's a 3-on-3 here. Poole breaking forward. Does need to release it, and just released it a little bit too long there. Josh McCormick. Poole's still on the front foot. Here's Diaz now, weighing up his options. Still Antonio Diaz, waiting for the run in behind. Diaz.
Shoot.
Sets it back to Josh McCormick in a crossing position. McCormick, Diaz again. Set it back to Billy Lowe's and almost reset, but there was a real opportunity there.
It's good, but I just think it was a bit too slow. You think Charlie could have maybe looked to play Diaz or IK in, and instead we've still got the ball. But yeah, another chance there to progress forward.
Ryan Campbell now. Set it back to IK Hill. And Hill goes all the way back to Adam Parks. That's Shaquille Gwengwe's 17th goal in all competitions so far this season. That's a fantastic tally at this stage in the campaign. Basingstoke maybe with a chance down that right-hand side there. Owen Dorr goes down, and the referee spotting the free kick up against the number 10, Josh Dolly.
Dolly, because he's on a booking. I mean, he wasn't going to get penalised for that, but got to be careful.
Well, Josh Dolling, currently on loan from AFC Tottenham. He was actually picked up by Man United's academy at the age of 13.
Mad stat that is.
Marcus Johnson-Schuster there first, and Owen Dorr's going to shuffle the ball out of play. Does actually keep it in the field of play. Adam Parks can launch long. Charlie Davis battling away with the number 5, James Clark, over there. IK Hill now picks up the loose ball. Set back to Josh McCormick. Great touch out his feet from Maka onto Antonio Diaz now, down the right-hand side. Josh McCormick's continued his run. Diaz inside to IK Hill, who's got space to turn. IK Hill now. Still Hill onto his left foot. Caught slightly on the ball, but McCormick picks up the pieces. Billy Lowe's. Jordan. Skips around his man with ease, Corey Jordan. Hill looking around the corner to Diaz. It's nice build up there, although the ball goes out of play.
It really is. We're trying to play some really nice stuff, and rightly so. Confidence is really high with us at the moment. And I think it's just important that we, even though things, link-up play might not be there, and a couple of things like that, we've got the lead and we need to keep that. Just be defensively sound. It doesn't matter if we're not really creating too much with this 1-goal lead, because there's openings in this Basingstoke defence.
100%, and we've seen that already so far today. They do seem like there's gaps in this Basingstoke team that we're looking to infiltrate, and hopefully we'll find the back of the net for a second time in this first half. Poole Town leading by 1 as we do approach the half-hour mark here. I think there's probably about 500, 600 in attendance so far today. Not a bad attendance.
Really good attendance, yeah. On a rainy day like this, all the undercover stands are absolutely packed, and yeah, it's good to see.
Johnson Schuster does get the better of IK Hill. Basingstoke now with the ball down on that right-hand side. So they look to play it into the area. Owen Dorr heads it away, out to Antonio Diaz.
Play it slowly, do it.
Diaz just slowing the game down slightly. Back to McCormick. Parks launches it up in the air, looking for Shaquille Gwengwe, who gets in front of his man, but the referee pulling it back for quite a soft free kick there.
Yeah, he's given a few like that today, and I can see why, but yeah, just Basingstoke going down with every little touch, really.
Free kick now for the visitors, and a chance for them to get the ball into the area once again. Will be Ben Cook to take. Cook plays it into the air, looking to the back stick, headed goalwards, and it will go behind for a goal kick, but that's a half chance there for the visitors.
Absolutely, and this is where that they're going to look to get chances from. They're not creating too much from open play. I think it might be a mistake in our camp, or a set piece or something like that, or a screamer or something that's going to get them back into this game. But build-up wise, they don't really look like creating much.
Adam Parks just getting away with it, and Josh McCormick unable to keep the ball in play over there. Do just need to be careful in moments like that, don't we?
Absolutely.
Basingstoke with the ball down that left-hand side, as they'll be looking to get themselves back in this
I know we
game.
like playing it out from the back, and it's attractive when it works and stuff, but sometimes if the team's pressing high on you, just go long. You don't want to risk giving the ball away. It's another good ball in.
Ball into the area once again, dealt with by the Poole Town defence. Back to Johnson Schuster. Basingstoke enjoying their first spell of possession and looking dangerous in this game. They do go all the way back to the centre half. Shaquille Gwengwe continuing to press high on their man, and although Basingstoke are happy to keep the ball at the moment, if we do win it back, we know just how dangerous we can be at countering. Saying that, Basingstoke flying forward that left-hand side at the moment through number 9, who sets it to Joe O'Loughlin. Ball into the air, good defending by Josh McCormick to block the cross. Back to Upton. Basingstoke just knocking the ball around at the back at the moment. Still 1-0 to Poole Town as it stands. Johnson Schuster to Green, good footing over there. It's 1-0 to Poole Town if you are just joining us here.
Ball over the top is going to go all the way out for a goal kick, and a chance for Poole to get back on the ball. I think this time Adam Parks may try and look long. Basingstoke with a two-man press sat right on the edge of our box. I mean, if you can play out of it, it's great, but if you pass it straight to them, it's not great.
Parks now
That's much better.
with a goal kick. Into Billy Lowe's, continuing to look to play out from the back. Looking for Harvey Slade, who flicks it onto Shaquille Gwengwe. Ooh, well, it's a studs-up challenge. Basingstoke do come away with the ball, though, and Harvey Slade jumps into a challenge. Really good defending by Slade. And that's a clear foul by their number 9, Dan Rowe there, who's giving the referee some harsh words after that foul as well. He does need to be careful.
Yeah, a lot of frustration for Basingstoke. I think they're actually moving the ball around quite nicely. They're not a bad team to watch at all. But yeah, they're not really creating too much. They're having decent spells with the ball, but not in too many dangerous areas. It's a great ball.
Diaz looking to run forward down that left-hand side, up against Joe O'Loughlin. Basingstoke's number 3 does do well to deal with it. Diaz still battling away and has won it back over in that corner. Tries to skip round his man again, and there's no way that is a foul there. The referee awarding a free kick to Basingstoke right in the corner, but I think it's fair to say that was very, very harsh.
Yeah.
To remember, if you are watching the live commentary, make sure you're at the latest point. If you just use the bar at the bottom to zoom it across to the right-hand side, the furthest right-hand side, that will take you back live, or just refresh the page and it will go back to as it is live. The score here is currently 1-0 to Poole Town. Shaquille Gwengwe opening the scoring for the Dolphins on, I think it was around the 22nd minute, 21st maybe. Here's IK Hill now down that left-hand side. Today's commentary is sponsored by Link Homes Estate Agents. Charlie Davis still battling away over there. IK Hill picks up the loose ball up against Johnson Schuster once again. That's been quite some battle so far today. Still Hill. Back to Ryan Campbell. Ball into the air. Really good ball in there, and it's headed away by the Basingstoke number five at the back.
Oh no, it's going to stay in.
Josh Green just about keeping the ball in play for Basingstoke. Looks quite a neat little player in the centre of that midfield.
Not the best pass though.
No. Harvey Slade now.
Yeah, that's where it's got to go. Switch. And he's not. He's not going to keep it in.
It's a good idea though.
But the space is there. You know, we're not trying to play through midfield as much as we have done recently. Against Farnham, we were trying to do a lot of that. But today in this game, it's more about down the flanks. And silly free kick to give away.
A free kick in a dangerous area now for Basingstoke, and one they'll certainly be able to whip the ball into the area from. I mean, looking back to when the sides last met here at Tattenham, Poole Town did win 1-0 on the day. Tyreek Clark scoring a 92nd minute winner to give us all 3 points. I remember it being a really tense encounter on the day. I think this one's slightly been more in the favour of Poole Town so far, but still certainly plenty of time left in this one for either side to get a goal in it. Basingstoke free kick. Basingstoke whipped the ball into the area. For the front post, headed away by Billy Lowe's. It was a really good ball in to the box there. IK Hill hooks it long, and Antonio Diaz and Shaquille Gwengwe are both going to run after this one as Basingstoke go all the way back to Joel Halliday in goal. He lumps it forward.
It's not the best kick, is it?
No.
His kicking range isn't that good, really.
Tom Blake. Ball down that left-hand side. Owen Dorr is there first and clears it out of play. I think in the last 5 or 10 minutes or so, Basingstoke have definitely grown into this game, Jacob.
Yeah, they have. But look, they still haven't really tested Parks at all in this game. I think we're sitting off them a bit, maybe trying to conserve a bit of energy. And when the time does come, we might spring that press again. But it's important to have that lead before half-time, definitely. So I think Joe and Pat will just want us to preserve that 1-0 lead going into the break. So Basingstoke knock it around at the back.
Ball around the corner into Josh Green. Harvey Slade putting the press on him and has done really well to win it back once again there, Harvey Slade. Davis now, slightly heavy touch, but does well to keep the ball. The referee rightfully awarding a free kick there. I think Charlie Davis almost gave the free kick himself, in all honesty. Corey Jordan now. Set back to Owen Dorr. Ryan Campbell playing it down the left-hand side. It's eventually hooked away by Basingstoke. Campbell's there first, though. Lowe's now. Looking for Shaquille Gwengwe. It's become a little bit scrappy at times so far in today's game.
Got to keep it a bit. I think we're trying to rush.
It's a great ball, though.
Don't mind this.
Corey Jordan keeps the attack alive onto Josh McCormick, who's driving at that Basingstoke defence. Onto Diaz down the right-hand side now. McCormick's continued his run. Still Diaz trying to create an opening for himself. Finds Billy Lowe's, and Lowe's needs to be careful. Does do well to keep the ball, though. Ryan Campbell's limping by the looks of it. Hopefully he'll be all right to continue. Here's Corey Jordan. Slade now. Inside to McCormick, who's turned with the ball. Still Josh McCormick. Ball in behind, looking for Shaquille Gwengwe. Basingstoke get there first through Josh Green, who looks to break forward now. Up to Dolling, who holds it up well. Dolling playing it to Johnson Schuster. To Dolling again, and Billy Lowe's trying to get there first. It'll be a Poole Town throw on the halfway line. I think we've done really well to almost eliminate their strikers from today's game so far.
Absolutely, they've not even had a sniff. The two set pieces haven't really caused any trouble to be honest. But one thing we've got to be wary of is they're good on the ball. They're good at retaining the ball as well. So, if they're having more of the possession coming into the second half, we've got to be definitely wary of that. And this pitch isn't going to help either side.
Both sides still battling away in that midfield at the moment. Billy Lowe's leaps into the challenge and gets there first. I think Joe and Pat will be pleased with the first 40 minutes of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got the goal, created a lot. Just think in the last kind of 15 minutes the game has died down a bit. But that's not a problem when you've got a 1-0 lead and Basingstoke can run a shot.
Johnson's just playing it over the top. I think that may go out of play on that far side. This game's definitely died down a little bit there. I don't think there's been a shot in the last 15-20 minutes or so, in all honesty.
No, I think Basingstoke are trying to... I think both teams are just trying to get to half-time. I don't think Basingstoke want to risk going for it before the half, and risk being 2-0 down. But we've 100% been the better side.
Well, 5 minutes to go till the half-time whistle here at Tattenham. Poole Town still leading by 1 in this game. Shaquille Gwengwe opening the scoring after a fantastic assist from Corey Jordan. Charlie Davis looking to play it against his man. Slade sees the switch of Antonio Diaz, who's got a lot to do to get there first, and it is the Basingstoke defender who wins that race. Diaz continuing to press and almost getting in the way of the goalkeeper's clearance there. Joe O'Loughlin eventually hooks it long. Billy Lowe's in front of his man, does really well. Onto Green now. Josh Green looking to play it down the line. Harvey Slade saying it back to Corey Jordan.
I was thinking, I don't think we've ever had an issue where the keeper's kind of just passed one of our strikers the ball. It seems like we never get the luck like that, but we might do now.
Ike Hill driving forward, he could be in behind here. Ike Hill looking to fire it goalwards, and he'll go behind for another corner kick, but once again a really nice move there.
Yeah, superb. I think the angle again, it's a bit like Shaq, it's a bit like Ike then. The angle of that was too difficult for a shot, he's trying to pull it back. Basingstoke get back well, but there's definitely spaces we can exploit it behind if we get it right.
Charlie Davis wandering over to take this set piece here. Poole Town loading the box full of players. Ryan Campbell and Josh McCormick waiting on the halfway, and Antonio Diaz and Ike Hill on the edge. Everyone else in red and white is inside the 18-yard box. Charlie Davis to take. Lofts it into the area, high. For Corey Jordan in there, out the edge, Diaz. Well, I was going to say shoots goal, but he almost scuffed his shot. I think the ball may have gone out of play as it was coming into the air, and it will be a goal kick now for Basingstoke. Do you have any scores on the doors for us, Jacob, as we approach the half-time whistle here?
Bournemouth are losing 2-0 to West Ham.
Ooh.
That's not good, is it? Well, I'm not a Bournemouth fan. It doesn't concern me, but I'm just saying a lot of people listening might be Bournemouth fans. Brentford won, Brighton, Liverpool losing. I won't talk about those too much, but we'll go on to the Southern League.
Basingstoke do launch it long. Slade flicking it over the top. There first, but could be a chance here for Poole. Ike Hill driving forward down the left-hand side again. Chance here for Poole, back to Shaquille Gwengwe on the edge of the area, shoots goalwards. And it's wide of the post, and what a chance that is for Poole Town to double their lead in this game.
Yeah, he's got to do better there, I think, Shaq. It's almost one of those where you've got too much time, and he tries just placing it in that bottom corner, and it's a whisker away. Very, very unlucky.
Very, very close to doubling our lead there through Shaquille Gwengwe. Just saying a quick hello to Shane, who's listening along from home today. Hope you are enjoying, Shane.
Couple of scores at the moment. Evesham 1, Dorchester 1, Gloucester 0, Chertsey 0, Gosport 1, Tiverton 1, Hanwell 1, Wimborne 0, Havant 0, Weymouth 0, Plymouth 0, Sholing 1, Taunton 0, Berkhamsted 1. We go to them on Saturday, obviously. Uxbridge 1, Farnham 1, Wharton and Hersham 0, Hungerford 0, and Yate Town 2, Bracknell 0.
Wow.
Good scores.
Not too many goals in
a lot going
our
way if results stay the same. There is a lot going our way today.
Ben Cook. What was the Wimborne score?
Wimborne 0, Hanwell 1.
Oh, brilliant. Love to hear it. Basingstoke coming forward down that right-hand side once again, and really good interception by Corey Jordan there. It's a fantastic touch from Shaquille Gwengwe as well. Slightly delayed pass back to Charlie Davis, but Poole remain and keep possession so far. Josh McCormick over the top, looking for Shaquille Gwengwe, who I think may have given a little nudge on the back of the Basingstoke defender there. Free kick to the visitors. 1 minute to go until we find out how long is added on. There really can't be long left in this game. I doubt there's probably 1 or 2 minutes of additional time at the end of the 45.
No real stoppages in this game, none at all, if I can remember. and it's actually been a fairly good watch. Both sides wanting to keep the ball on the ground and try and play through each other, and it's good that we got the lead.
Scuffed clearance from the goalkeeper once again, but he does find DeAndre Brown, who hooks it over the top. Goes all the way through to Adam Parks in goal.
Again, with so much space down this right-hand side. I wonder if Basingstoke are going to look to kind of nullify that in the second half. But Josh McCormick and Diaz look how much space he's got. It's mental.
All eyes on.
And we go the other way.
All eyes on the birthday man, Matt Reeds, who's about to put up the board to find out how long is added on at the end of the first half here, but there could be one more chance in this game. Diaz driving on play forward down that right-hand side onto Harvey Slade now in an advanced position. He'll go behind for a late first half corner kick here, Jacob.
Yeah, positive again. Again, making those runs into good areas, looking to get the ball across. And Basingstoke do defend it well, but every time they have, they've given away a corner.
There was 1 additional minute added, so this will most likely be the last chance of the half before the half-time whistle here at Tattenham. Diaz will be the one to take. Interesting that Charlie Davis isn't taking the set piece. He's waiting on the edge of the area. Antonio Diaz is set to swing this corner kick into the area now. Diaz set to take, does launch it into the box. Not a bad ball in there, headed away. And there is the half-time whistle, slightly early, but half-time break and half-time score here at Tattenham. We go into the break with a 1-0 lead thanks to Shaquille Gwengwe, who's beautifully set up by Corey Jordan of all people, making a fantastic run down that right-hand side. Half-time score here at Tattenham. Poole Town 1, Basingstoke Town 0. We'll be back in about 10 or 15 minutes' time. Thank you for listening.